Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the 2015 makeup favorites, all of the beauty products that I have been loving over this entire last year. I feel like this year has been a really big year for makeup and there were just so many good launches and it was really hard to choose, so I actually just cheated and have so many things sitting on the table in front of me. But I'm just going to talk about makeup that I have loved all throughout the year, and these are my top picks, my favorites, and let's get to it, shall we? I'm going to start with a primer. This is not really a primer because you guys know I don't use primers, but this was the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Luminizer. This is not technically a primer, this is like a glow giver. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the bottle is actually almost empty. I probably have only a couple little pumps in there because whatever's on the sides won't come out. I used this all summer long and mixed it into all of my foundation concoctions, and it was absolutely gorgeous. It made your skin look so glowy. I don't know why I haven't been using it recently. I've kind of been going towards like the matte powdery look all over my face and then just highlighting. I haven't been adding any glowiness into my foundation. It's just a phase I'm going through, but I thought this was an amazing product. I do wish there was more. I feel like I went through this really quickly. More quickly than usual, but I did think that that was a standout product for me. I'm gonna go Viviana Does Makeup Style on the foundation category. For full coverage, my favorite was definitely the L'Oreal Infallible Matte. I loved mixing this with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. As you guys know, I use that all summer long if you watched all of my videos through that time, but I also do just really love this foundation by itself. It's like medium to full coverage. It gives a really flawless finish, and it's the only matte finish foundation that I've ever been able to use on my dry skin. That being said, I haven't actually used it in the winter season quite yet, but I did use this one for months and months straight, and I thought it was a really amazing foundation to come from the drugstore, and I was really impressed with it. For a light to medium finish foundation, this is a recent love of mine. Actually, a lot of these are recent, so I'm not going to say that every time. I'm apologizing in advance. The NARS Sheer Glow foundation is fabulous. It has a really skin-like satiny finish. It goes on super easily. When you put it on, it's kind of shocking at first. It's one of those that sits on top of your skin. You have to give it a couple minutes to soak in. If you use a setting spray to set this in, like a MAC Fix Plus or something, it does just help it all soak very nicely into the skin, but I love this foundation. Super long lasting. Definitely my favorite from the year. For tinted moisturizer, this will come as no surprise. The Boscia BB Cream, absolutely amazing product. This is almost like a foundation. It has the same coverage as a foundation, but it's almost like a skincare product in the way that it just makes your skin look and feel amazing. I think this is an exceptional product, and I'm so happy I discovered it this year. For concealer, this isn't necessarily a new discovery, but MAC came out with their Studio Finish concealers in a duo form, and I absolutely love this one. I have the shade NW20 NC25, probably a little bit dark for my skin, but I've just been using darker foundation because I'm in denial of how pale I actually am. But I love that they brought these duos out. You have the salmon tone shade for under the eyes, and you have yellow to correct any redness, and mixing the two together, it's just a perfect concealer. I've always loved the formula of this concealer, and I just think it's great that they brought this out, and I've been using it nonstop. For powder, my favorite discovery this year was the Maybelline Fit Me Powder, and the reason why I love this one so much is because it kind of rivals my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, but it's from the drugstore. I think it's absolutely incredible. It makes your skin look flawless. It doesn't make you like dry up and turn into a little desert. It goes on really smoothly. And if you have dry skin and have been looking for a powder from the drugstore, this is definitely my favorite powder from this year. Kevyn Sculpting Powder. I was so thankful to Jillian for finally convincing me to purchase this because it's been the best contour powder I have ever used. The Becca Champagne Pop Shimmering Skin Perfector, hands down, a bajillion times over my favorite highlighter that I have ever used. Need I say more? My favorite bronzer discovery from the year was definitely the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. This is a little sample I got in a point perk, and I think it's an absolutely beautiful bronzer. The NARS Laguna is a little bit lighter, so if you are pale and you don't like to turn yourself into a different color, I'd probably skip this and stick with the Laguna if you like a shimmering bronzer. But I use this one nonstop throughout the summer, and I still use it when I do just want to add a little bit more of a warm glow to my face. I think it just goes on so beautifully. I also really like the packaging of this little sample. It's super cute. I've got 3 blushes that I have discovered this year that I want to quickly talk about. Benefit Hervana. I couldn't believe that I had never used this before. This was the first Benefit box powder that I had purchased, and I just think it's absolutely amazing. If you like cool kind of purpley tones, that's my favorite tone to go for with makeup, this is the blush for you. It does have a little bit of a peachy undertone to give it warmth. This has definitely become one of my go-to blushes. Again, I'm going with the cool undertone, but I thought this was an amazing blush. I used it in a tutorial not too long ago, and when I wore it throughout the day, I was amazed at how pigmented it was, how beautiful the color was, and how cheap these things are too. City Color is so affordable. I was really impressed with this blush. The last blush I want to talk about, obviously, is my Burberry number 7. can't open it. The Earthy blush. I didn't know that I could love a blush so much until I discovered this one. This is just the perfect blush to go to when you don't want to put too much color on your face, when you just want to have an easy blush, and also a blush that goes with every single look that you could possibly pair it with. I would buy this a billion times over. I think it's so worth the money that it is. If you guys know any dupes, feel free to let me know. I have yet to find one quite as amazing. MAC Tenderling is the closest dupe that I have for it. That's still not necessarily drugstore though, so sorry. Just while we're talking about the face and the skin, I want to touch on face palettes from this year, because holy crap, there have been so many palettes, contouring palettes, blush palettes, all those things that have come out this year. Again, most of them have been recent to me, but I want to talk about some that I discovered this year. First being the Sleek Faceform Contouring and Blush Palette. This is the shade Light 373. This palette has a bronzer, contour, a highlight, and a blush. I think this blush is a total dupe for NARS Orgasm if you guys are all about that life. I think this is incredible. I bought this while I was in Ireland. I think it was either 12 pounds or 12 euros. I can't remember which side of Ireland I bought it on. So affordable, amazing formulas, really pigmented, and really excellent quality for the price that you get it for. I thought that was amazing. I've already done a full-blown review on this one, but I just wanted to touch on the NARS Stephen Klein palette. Amazing. If you can still get it, I definitely recommend getting this if you guys just want an all-in-one palette that does everything. Again, the powders that they included in here are more geared towards lighter skin tones, which is unfortunate. I feel like they really should bring a light tone and a dark tone when they bring out palettes like this. Come on, NARS. But this is all I took with me to Prague, and it was all I needed. I think it's absolutely amazing. Totally worth the insane price tag that it has. Last face palette I want to talk about is the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette. I don't even know what the real name of it is. Shade and Light Contour Palette. Okay, good. I really wish that she would bring these powders out separately, because the pink and the yellow light tone setting powders are absolutely amazing. I've never used such a creamy, beautiful powder that goes underneath the eyes, and it doesn't cake and it doesn't make your eyeballs crease, and it just brightens it. And oh, I don't know what the heck is in these powders, but they are really truly amazing. And I do hope that at some point she will bring them out separately, because I'm going through these like hotcakes and I don't know what I'm going to do when I finish it. I don't want to buy a whole new palette, so what's your game plan there, Now, there were a lot of awesome eyeshadow palettes that came out this year. I definitely purchased a ton throughout the year. I was looking at all of them, I'm like, oh, did I buy all of these this year? Yes, probably I did. But I think my favorite overall brand from the year has to be Anastasia Beverly Hills, because I really just think she killed it with her eyeshadow palettes this year. The three I have here is the Shadow Couture World Traveler palette, the Artist palette, and then her most recent Self-Made palette. I just think they're amazing. Such a good price in comparison to other eyeshadows on the market, considering how lovely and pigmented they are. She has so much versatility. She brings out lots of color while mixing it really nicely with everyday shades, and I just think that for the price, these palettes can't really be beat considering how expensive other palettes are. And yeah, I just thought she brought out a lot of amazing versatile palettes this year, and those are definitely some of my favorites. But you know, I couldn't talk about eyeshadow palettes without giving a little shout out to the Lorac Pro 2 palette. Hashtag thanks, Chad. For a kind of creamy eyeshadow product that I discovered this year, the Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Sticks. I have the shades Rose Gold and Amethyst. I want to own all of them. My next purchase will definitely be the cocoa one. Such an amazing formula, so long lasting, so creamy, beautiful, easy to use. If you guys are scared of eyeshadow but do want to use something on your eyeballs, these are absolutely beautiful. It's a totally insane price for a tiny little cream eyeshadow stick, but in my opinion it's worth it. That's why I keep buying them, and I absolutely love these. This year I discovered the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I don't know how the heck I was living without it before. If you have never tried it, you don't know what you are missing out on. If you have long eyebrow hairs, this is a life changer. I feel like this year for me was a big lipstick year. I don't think I've ever purchased and owned so many lipsticks in my life as I have this last year. So I cheated and included like quite a few of them in this little thing. The first being the Maybelline matte lipsticks. I thought this was a really amazing launch from the drugstore. They really killed it with this formula. I have two shades. I thought I had a third one. I don't know what my third one is. I don't remember. Anyway, I have the 685 Craving Coral and the 665 Lust for Blush. Again, the formula can't be beat from the drugstore. It's such a great affordable price for such a great product. I am running out of adjectives. Somebody help me. I thought this was an awesome launch from Maybelline, and I was really happy to discover these this year. A more recent lipstick discovery was the Lise Wattier Rouge Fondant lipsticks. I am wearing the shade Michelle, and I also have the nude lipstick in Jennifer. I think this is a really beautiful formula. They are not not long lasting whatsoever. I have to reapply this very frequently. You drink a glass of water and you get the little lipstick butthole. But the thing I love about these is that they almost completely replace a chapstick. You don't have to put anything underneath them, even if you have really, really dry lips like I do. They're so moisturizing, and I just really love this particular color. And Michelle, I've been wearing it a ton. My friend Emma had recommended these, and then a new website in Canada launched. It's called Scarlett and Julia. It's a new online beauty shopping kind of thing. It's like Sephora, except they have a points program that goes towards dollars off of your purchase. So like you spend so much, you get so many points, and instead of just redeeming them for little samples of things, you actually get money off of your purchases, which is really awesome. I think it's only available in Canada. I'm not entirely sure. I will link it down below though. They sell brands that are kind of more hard to find, like Lee Swatier. Lee Swatier, you can most commonly get them at London Drugs, but London Drugs is only in Western Canada, so I don't know where you buy it elsewhere in Canada. So if you guys have been wanting to try these lipsticks, I'll link that website down below. That's where I got them. Thank you to Scarlett and Julia, because I have been loving these like crazy. This year was the year of liquid lipsticks. I love liquid lipsticks. My obsession with them is so real. Obviously, you guys know that my favorites are the Sephora matte lip creams. I have never, ever loved a product as much as I have loved these. Number 13. You know. But a more cheaper version to that would be the NYX matte lip creams. I have the shade Prague. What a coincidence. I do want to try more colors. The London Drugs near my house is always out of stock of like all of them, so I actually haven't been able to try more of them. But when they're in stock, you best believe I will be stocking up on these. And then I also absolutely loved the Ofra liquid lipsticks. This is the shade Miami Fever by Kathleen Lights. I think it's an amazing color. I never thought I would love a burnt orange shade of lipstick on my lips, but it turns out I do. We are almost there, people. We are almost there. I want to talk about face mists. 2 discoveries this week. The MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in the coconut shade, and also the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I have not been using this for the last few months because I've got a tiny little bit left, and I have been salvaging what I have left of it for special occasions. Perhaps I'll wear it for New Year's or something like that. It truly does what it says. It does just give you the most beautiful dewy finish to your skin, and it's absolutely just, oh, it's just so refreshing. You just feel gorgeous when you spray this onto your face. It's totally overpriced. I can't believe it's $60 for a face spray, but I bought it anyway because I'm a makeup addict, and you know, makeup world, take my money. Such a beautiful product. Thank you, Jaclyn Hill, as I'm sure everyone is thanking her for discovering this beautiful bottle of beauty. And then I did want to talk about the Coconut Fix Plus because this was limited edition. I am like praying so hard that MAC makes this a permanent product, because a lot of you guys were saying that the ingredients are not much different, but I swear whatever they did to this particular coconut one does make such a huge difference. I feel like my skin is so much more hydrated. I really prefer the smell of this over the original MAC Fix Plus, and it really was just a standout product for me. I have that much left, and I am going to be so sad when that is done because it's great and I use it every day. The last beauty product I want to talk about is actually a tool, and it is my favorite brush discovery from this year, and it is the e.l.f. Stipple Brush. This is a $3 brush that you purchase at e.l.f. It is so soft, it is so beautiful. I have been using this exclusively for my bronzer, and I've never had a brush apply bronzer quite as nicely as this one does, and it is so affordable. I love e.l.f. brushes. I definitely want to try more from the range because I haven't tried much. I can't remember why I picked this up. I think I just picked it up on a whim. I don't know, it's just so soft and it applies bronzer so nicely. So if you're looking for a really affordable, amazing bronzer brush, this is my recommendation. This is my favorite discovery in the brush department. So that's it. Those are all of the beauty products. Those are my top picks from the entire year. All of the makeup bits that I have been loving in the year 2015. I can't believe the year is done. Lots of exciting things coming up in the year of 2016. I am so excited. Thank you so much to all of you who are subscribing and sending your love. I love you guys so much, and I am really looking forward to this next year. So let me know all of your video recommendations in the comments down below. As always, let me know what your standout products have been from this last year. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I don't know what I did with my hands there. That was that was weird. Okay, bye!